So if you guys caught my video 2 days ago, I did a full review and unboxing of the brand new On 4K Streaming Plus. Now this device is the newest addition from On, really set at a nice price point, $29, but it's set to replace your Chromecast as well as compete with your Fire TV sticks. However, during my video, I found that this device is also extremely fast, which brought up the next question. Is this an actual rival to the On 4K Streaming Pro? So we're going to jump into some of the details today. Of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Let's go. So before we jump into the details, price point on the On 4K Streaming Plus is $29, rounded up to $30. Price point on the On 4K Streaming Pro is $49. So between both devices, there's a lot of differences, a lot of similarities. But before we do anything, let's first go over the product specifications for each device. Now, both devices are going to be regionally locked, so they are only available in the US and Puerto Rico. I know that for some folks that were able to get around with a VPN. However, what we found is that over time, updates will cause these devices to be bricked. So keep that in mind. As far as the 4K Plus, it's going to have 4K UHD resolution. CPU is going to be a quad-core Cortex A55. GPU is going to be a G10 V2, 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage. As far as the On 4K Streaming Pro, it is going to have 4K UHD as well, Google, built-in Google Assistant, Google Cast, 4K UHD, Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision. CPU is going to be a quad-core Cortex A55. GPU is going to be a Mali G31 MP2. And as far as the RAM, this is going to have 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage. Specs are going to be similar. What stands out here is the 3 gigs of RAM versus the 2 gigs of RAM on the newer On 4K Plus, as well as the storage is double, 16 gigs on the On 4K Plus, and it is 32 on the On 4K Pro. So for the most part, this is going to have better specifications. As far as the ports on the device, the On 4K Plus is going to have 2 ports, guys. It's going to have HDMI port for your audio and video, and it is going to have USB-C port for your power. With that USB-C port, you can use an OTG adapter, so you can add your adapter and use your USB port for storage. You can use it for USB dongles, whatever you like, Ethernet adapters, that is available. However, on 4K Pro, you are going to have some of this built in, so you're going to have a dedicated barrel power port. But in addition to this, you're going to have Ethernet port. It is going to be 10100, so max speed is going to be 100 megabits per second. It's going to have a USB 3 port. With the USB 3 ports, of course, you can add storage. You can add your dongles, add your adapters, add capabilities there. You can also add an additional Ethernet dongle if you wanted faster network. Now, in addition, this also has built-in Google Assistant, so Google Home built-in. As you can see there, all you need to do is basically say, hey Google, then you can start talking to it. Ask your question, it's right there. Also has a Find My Remote button. Also has a slider right here where you can slide it on and off. So just a lot more built into this device, and it does reflect in the price. So the price point on the On 4K Pro is $49, and the price point on the On 4K Plus is $29. So $20 difference. So with all that said, everyone's gonna say there's a clear winner. The On 4K Pro is the clear winner. It's gonna have better specs, more features built in. However, my question, can it be a competitor to the actual On 4K Pro? And the reason I said that is because of the benchmark speed. So let me show you the benchmark results of both devices, then we'll come right back. So here we are, and this is what we've been waiting for, guys, the benchmark results. And how does this stack up against some of the other streaming devices, particularly On 4K Streaming Pro? Is this device a better performer? So the overall score on this is a 1574, which I am really surprised. This scored a lot higher than I imagined. So break this down a little bit. The graphics score scored a 1560 overall. So you can see graphics test 1, graphics test 2, and the physics score or the CPU score is a 1623, which you can see the results there. So as far as comparison, the On 4K Streaming Pro's overall score was a 584. So this is more than double what the On 4K Streaming Pro outperformed, which is really, really shocking. So this is basically saying that this device is faster. This device also has better graphics than the Pro device. So that's definitely something to consider when picking up these devices. Trade-off is that the Pro device is going to have a USB port, Ethernet port. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of these scores. Does the score really matter, or are you going for the bells and whistles with the Pro device? But that brings me back to the initial questions, guys. Which one is going to matter to you most? Is it going to be the overall features of the On 4K Streaming Pro? So we're taking a look at the USB port, the Ethernet port. We're also taking a look at the built-in Google Assistant that comes with the On 4K Streaming Pro. Or do you opt for something that's a little bit cheaper, that's going to perform a little bit better than On 4K Streaming Pro? It also dominates when it comes to pure speed, pure power. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Which device is a better deal? So I'll go ahead and leave a poll in the community section as well. Definitely want to hear your votes. Of course, if you haven't checked out the full review, go ahead and check it out now. I do plan on doing a couple follow-ups on this device as well. But for now, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.